Hello, everybody. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. This is your angel messages of love for today, Saturday, January the 21st, 2023. I hope this reading finds you well, happy, and an attitude of gratitude. Let's see what our angels have for us today. We thank you, angels, so very much for being here, for gracing us with your presence and your energy. Thank you so very much for providing us with this reading. Thank you so very much for providing us with guidance. Ooh, so we're going to keep this one, the Seven of Cups. We had that one yesterday too, choices. Ooh, the Seven of Swords. And Justice. So I kind of get the feeling here of we're being asked, so what do you do, right? What do you do when someone steals from you? What do you do when someone manipulates you and deceives you? What do you do when someone lies and cheats and steals, right? Do you give them a pass on it? Do you accept their apology? Do you accept whatever they've taken back? Do you accept their excuses? Or do you fight for justice? Do you fight for justice for others? Do you fight for justice for yourself? Do you allow what happens to stand? Do you say, well, you know how when people lie, cheat, steal, manipulate, other people will make excuses for the other person by saying, well, that's just them and that's just how they are. And I kind of feel that that attitude with things gives people permission to be nasty, to be mean, to be conniving, to be manipulative, to be shifty and shady. So we can't make excuses and continue to allow people to behave badly because that's just who they are, or because they're going through such a bad time, or because, right? That's just what's the word called, Spirit? I can't think of the word, but it's like when you make excuses for someone to do something, right? Or when you make excuses for the reason why someone is doing something, and it allows them to continue to do what they do because there is no justice, there is no repercussions, there is no there is repercussions, justice. There is no, they don't pay a price for what they do. They just do what they do, and people make excuses for it. So I think in this case, it's been a long day, guys, I apologize. I think in this case you are really being questioned. So what do you do? Okay, you can show empathy and compassion, but what do you do to make sure that, one, this doesn't happen to you, and two, this doesn't happen to anyone else, right? You can only talk so much to somebody about their bad behavior before the talking no longer does good. You can offer assistance, you can offer patience, you can offer an ear, you can offer counseling, you can offer help, but the first step is if the person who is thieving and lying and conniving wants help, because sometimes they don't think they're doing anything wrong. Sometimes it's just them thinking that this is what I have to do to survive because they see no other way out. This is what I have to do to get ahead because the world isn't fair to people like me, or this is what I have to do this, this, and this because of whatever excuses that they make. So we don't want to be the person making excuses for people who behave badly. We don't want to be the person that defends them and they're behaving badly every time they do something We don't want to be that person that enables. That's the word, enabler. We don't want to be the enabler. We don't want to be the person who makes excuses, right? So do we fight for justice? Do we fight to balance those karmic scales? Do we compromise our integrity to defend their actions and their choices? Or do we stand by what we need to do and hope that somehow, some way, our decision makes a difference in their life? So I guess this is kind of all, up to you. The choices with the blue background, that's the throat chakra, being vocal, opening up, saying what you have to say. The purple background is the seventh chakra, the crown chakra, or the sixth chakra, which is the third eye, or the chakra that's above the it's been a long day. The seventh chakra, which is the eighth chakra, which is the universal chakra. The white feather, the guardian of peace and justice, and the red behind that is taking back power and standing in your power and not allowing anyone to manipulate you into seeing something from their perspective, right? So there's a lot to think about here, and there's just some decisions to make. So what do you do, right? And I guess in the scheme of things, that is up to you. As always, the choice is yours. As always, you make the decisions, right? We, spirit, source, your angels, guides, guardians, protectors, whomever, can guide you, but in the end, the decision will always be what you decide, right? And I hope that you are not compromising your integrity or compromising your happiness by making excuses for someone else's bad behavior and enabling them to continue to do what they do, because that will not only weigh heavy on them, that will weigh heavy on you. And it will not only affect how people look at them, it will also affect how people look at you. So take that into consideration. Have a great and wonderful evening, guys. And again, I apologize. It's been a long week. I made a trip to California and back. It was just a quick turnaround trip. I haven't slept in a couple of days. My boyfriend's moved to Montana, and he starts a new job on Monday, and I'm trying to get all the positive energy out there I can to him and for his success. And along with doing that, I have other responsibilities and obligations, along with my responsibility and obligation of bringing these messages to you. So please bear with me if I'm tardy. Please bear with me if my words my words are askew. And know that I wish you all happiness and love and so much light. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting. All of that means so very much to me. And I send you all, again, so many wonderful blessings. And until tomorrow.